Hello, Sarah here. Welcome to this new episode. I'm incredibly excited because we started our pod series around sales last week, and we had already so many people that listened to the episode, and I got so many messages on Instagram that you really liked it, that it was helpful, and you also asked me some questions for the next few episodes. So I will make sure that I will cover those questions for you. Maybe there is a couple of questions that I got. They are very, very interesting, and I probably am going to answer them in the end of the episode because I know they are going to be beneficial for so many of you. So are you ready for this episode? Because I am sure that you never heard anybody talk about sales in the way that I'm going to talk about sales for you. So first of all, you have to imagine from now on that sales are like dating. So the first suggestion that I give you today is going on Stan, YouTube, Netflix, and look this movie tonight. So the movie, it's called, you probably already saw it, is Not That Into You. And it's an amazing movie that explains how dating a man or a woman works. And all the movie, if you saw the movie thinking about sales and thinking about what I'm going to share with you today, you're going to understand sales perfectly from today. And I really encourage you to watch the movie because it's a cute movie to watch, but also it really makes you understand how sales works and how you should approach them. So I'm going to make sure that this is going to be as much fun as much as possible, because every time that we talk about sales, I see women that are very afraid. So I want to give you some context. So you know, if you know me already, you know how passionate I am about women empowerment, confidence, and profit in business. So when my clients are not making a profit, I always jump in and ask them what's going on there, if they have some blocks, if there is anything that holds them back, because sales is really simple. So they are not complicated to do if you know how to approach sales, and mostly if you know your worth, if you know your value. So if you haven't listened to the other episode, please make sure that you listen to the other one that I did last week, How to Overcome the Fear of Selling, because that episode is set the foundation for this one and for the next two one. I have very spicy and juicy episode ready for you. But today we're going to talk about why selling is like dating. And we're going to have fun, I promise. So why selling are like dating? So when you are someone, so I don't know if you're currently dating someone, or maybe you are out of dating, like myself, from 8 years. So it's 8 years that I'm not dating anybody except my boyfriend. So definitely I had to refresh a little bit these skills. But when we approach dating, how do we approach them? So if you like someone, do you ask them, for example, to go out straight away without even, have a little chat with them? Or do you, at worst, or do you ask them to marry you straight away after the first date? No, you don't. You don't, because you need time before asking to marry you or to become a couple to get to know each other. And something that it's really missing in business is the seduction process of the sales. So I see women and so many other people that move into the sales too quick without seduce their leads. So if you are not seducing your prospect, how can you expect to convert them? So business, and this is where the juiciness comes through, business and marketing, it's all about seduction. So you want to make sure that you seduce the audience in front of you. You know, when you do like, this is the sneaky peek of what I'm preparing, that's seduction. This is the early bird price. So if you buy this today, you're going to get this, otherwise you don't going to get it. That's seduction. And in sales, the process of seducing your prospect, it's essential to make sure that you make a sales later on. And what I see with my client all the time, which is what I did as well when I started, jumping into the sales too quick. Ask your prospect to marry you too quickly or to date you too quickly because you haven't built relationship. They're not even curious. Like think about when you are dating someone, you need to make them feel curious about you, right? You don't want to say to them everything the first time, right? Oh, this is me, I like you, I love you already. You are not going to do that, right? So otherwise they run away. So if you ask him to your lead or prospect to buy your product straight away without this seduction part, the magic is gone already. Like, okay, you already give me the best shot, but I haven't even tried the other piece of the cake yet. So I don't even know if I like the cake. So it's really important this phase, ladies, because I want to explain you now. I'm joking and I'm, of course, making this more fun, but this is true. This is like a business foundation. So I'm teaching you dating also if you want to date, but at the same time, I'm teaching you how to sell effectively. Because when you put in place this strategy, and I'm going to share with you how you're going to do this, how you are going to seduce your prospects so they can buy from you, it's essential for conversion. So when this part in sales is missing, you are not converting, you are not selling. You might have, and this is the cute part of the movie, I really suggest you to look at the movie. So when you have someone buy straight away, because you have a couple of conversations with them and they boom, jump into the call or go into your website and buy straight away. It can happen. It happened to me multiple times, but that's not the normal. Like that's not what happened the majority of the case. That is an exception, okay? Like the movie say, that's an exception, right? But it's not happening all the time. The normal is people doesn't buy straight away. That's what's happening in the most of the case, especially now. So I can guarantee you that if you implement this strategy and if you seduce your possible client prospect, you will convert 80% more, because I have noticed even in my sales process that when I do this, I convert more people. When I don't do it, I convert just few. So this is really essential for your conversion rate. We talked about conversion rate already the last week. This is going to increase your conversion rate. So I know already which objection you're going to have, and I'm going to cover them later on. But before we dive there, how do we seduce our prospect? So it is very, very basic, and it is simple. Like you will not even believe it how simple this is. So when you're grabbing now your Instagram, email, whatever style you use to grab leads, I want you today already to message 20 of your possible prospects and start building relationship with them only. So you're not going to sell, you're not going to tell anything about your business to them. You don't even keep the mystery, okay? Unless they ask you, of course, that you're going to reply. But you keep the mystery. So you just build a relationship. So this is the way that I do it. So I begin with content. So I go on Instagram. I look at, 10, 20 people that are my follower that can potentially be my ideal client. And I start to seduce them. Or I just like their story. I just like their content, or comment below, very safely, very easy. I'm not doing anything else. Then I wait to see what is their reaction. So if they engage with me again, the next approach is like the guy when he wants to date a woman that he likes or is curious to know her. I message them. I don't wait. They message me. I message them. I'm really proactive and I take action. I send it to them a message. And some of you probably that are listening to this now start to see that I did this with you. Probably already. So I engage with them in their content or in their story without even I completely ignore them. I just engage with their content, and then I see what they're doing, and then I approach them and I send the message. But in the message, I don't sell. I just build a relationship first with them. And that's where the magic happened, because the fact that I'm not selling, they feel already oh, she didn't sell, which is unusual because most of the people online, they do sell, right? They sell straight away to people. And the fact that you are not going to do that, believe me, you are going to be 99% ahead from all the other entrepreneurs online. They sell straight away and they're losing so many leads and so many sales without even realizing it, because this is have a much way more higher conversion rate later on when you launch something or when you sell. Anyway, after the conversation, after a building relationship conversation where I ask them some question and, we're going to have a chat, I see how they respond. So if they are open, like they having a very great conversation with me, I move to the next step. If I see they are a little bit cold and they don't really open up or don't answer to me, I'm just leave them alone, because the number one rule in sales is you don't chase. You don't. You attract. You don't chase. Because when you chase someone, think about the date. If you chase someone that is not your boyfriend or girlfriend yet, how that looks. It looks that you're chasing people. It looks that you need something and you want something. And that energy, it is not attractive at all, because we don't chase, right? When we are in a dating, watch the movie, please. In the movie, this is really explained really well. When you chase someone, they just want to go far away from you because you're chasing them. You suffocate them. So don't suffocate your leads. Don't suffocate your prospects, or they will run away from you because you are too much. So it's very important that you don't do that in sales. Really, really important. And if you've done it already, please be gentle with yourself. That's okay. That's normal. It happened to me multiple times in the past as well. So I had to learn this as well. It's okay. Now we're going to do it better. So after this phase, what I do, if I see the person is open to have a conversation with me, I ask them question first. Do you have a business? Yes or no? Which business do you have? Blah, 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 blah. How you started your business? And I keep building relationship for a little bit. And then I ask them, based on my business, what are the challenges right now that you face in your business? Very simple question. They reply often and they say, this is my challenge. Time management, sales, client, whatever it might be. And then I ask them permission to share with them something for free. Don't ask them to buy my stuff and my program because it is too early. They don't know me. I can't ask them out for the dinner already, or I can't ask them their number. I cannot ask them to buy it. It's too early to get married. Okay, so think in this way. Think in this way when you're approaching your prospects. So I offer them free stuff. I have a podcast, I have YouTube, I have freebies, I have a low ticket offer, but I don't offer anything money related when I am in this phase. Too soon. And they reply and they say, yes, thank you so much. Why not? I will be very happy to know how to solve this problem. Boom. And I make sure that I solve the problem. So I don't send to them stuff that doesn't solve their problem. I make sure that what I give to them, it actually solves the problem. Guess what? They will come back for more. And usually it happens all the time. They come back for more, or when I have a chat with them, because I follow up and I say how their resources went. And they say, fantastic, it was really helpful. Or, oh, sorry, I didn't look into it yet, but thank you for the reminder. Now I'm going to look into it. So that's also an opportunity for you to follow up. So they maybe look into the resources because they haven't. So you remind them that you care. Again, this is caring. Like, I'm not selling to you. I'm just trying to help you for free without asking you to marry me already, because of course you don't know me. So you don't know if you can trust me. And when you do this process, I do this twice. And this is the mistake that people does. So they give a free resources and then boom, they sell straight away. I give like a couple of resources. If I see that someone is interested, or of course, knowing more about what I do, of course, I sell. Of course, I'm a businesswoman, I sell. But if I see that they are still not in a place of trust me fully, I give an extra resources. I have a couple of people that, they're really using my podcast to grow their businesses, and they coming to me in the end, Sarah, your podcast helping me a lot. So I keep having conversation with them. I keep building trust with them. And then when the time comes, I will sell. So you give at least 2 resources for free. They're really really solve the problem. Or if you're selling a product, you give a sample, for example, or you give them a free trial, whatever it may be. Or, if they say, even if it's not product related, but they say, I have a very bad day today, whatever it may be, you can share with them an uplifting podcast. I do this as well. Sometimes I share with people, not my stuff, but other people's stuff for free, and say, I think that this one is going to help you so much, because I am helping that person in front of me to gain the trust that this person can trust Sarah and the Academy. And this is very important. So whatever business you have, it works the same. It works the same for everybody. And this is what it's missing online from entrepreneurs. The majority of the case, they are not doing this. So when you have done this for 2 times, at least one minimum, 2 times the best, you will see that you will be able now to ask, and you have to ask for the dinner. Okay, let's go out for the dinner, right? Let's have a dinner together, which will be your sales call or sales conversation, or maybe you ask them to go to your website and buy your product, whatever it may be, right? You ask them out, and that's when you sell. Again, in the end, not straight away, but I will teach you this part in the next episode. I want to make sure that this is very clear. So that's when you, at this stage, you have to ask people out, because you can't keep giving free stuff forever. You also need to make sure that you sell as a businesswoman. So, but this phase of warm up is essential. That's why people are not selling, because there is not this phase done properly. And I know the objection will be like, yeah, but I don't have time to do this, because I need the sales now, which is why if you haven't bought already my $7 offer, so make sure that you go in my description and you buy how to get 5 per client in 30 days. So that webinar teaching you how to gain client this month, because I get it that you don't have time to wait until those people are ready to buy, but you need to work in business in both sides. So you need to warm and convert the people that already know you. So if you buy my webinar, I will teach you exactly this process and how to make sales in the next 30 days. So please buy that. It's just $7. $7, ridiculous amount of money, no brainer for what I'm offering in the webinar. So make sure that you grab that and you make sales this month. And at the same time, you want to make sure that you do this work with people that doesn't know you and they are not ready to buy from you because they don't know you. So I think that we make a lot of assumption as an entrepreneur that people should get it. They should get it. They should buy. They know already when I am sharing content, I'm doing my marketing, they should buy, come on, they should click in the link and buy and don't even talk to me. And this is what I see constantly online. And I can guarantee you that approach, it doesn't work. That approach is wrong. It's wrong because we're working with people and people need time and they have the right to decide if your product is right or not for them, if you are right or not for them. So I approach this with completely ease, with passion, with time. I give a lot of free stuff. Probably the majority of people that are listening to this have got from me already so much free stuff. If you haven't, please message me and I will give it to you for sure. And when you arrive in the sales call, guess what? Sales is going to be a walk in the park because you have done this. You have done this. So when someone jumping in a call with you, they trust you already. So they just need to know how everything is going to work. Where do I need to pay? Okay. Very, very essential. So that's how sales really works. It's like a date. It is not complicated. It is very simple. And the way that I do this, I really want to add this because some people will say, yeah, but I don't have all of those resources. So when I approach this, there is, of course, some resources that I already have in my funnel, but we're still working on that funnel and improving everything. So what I do right now, for example, I just share with people my workbook, some videos that I have, even if I don't have a funnel. It doesn't matter. You don't need a funnel. Like I talk about this all the time in my Instagram account. You don't need a funnel just yet. You need to make sales with consistency. You need to understand this process really well. And then when you see that, 100 people that I've said to you, I have the same problem, content creation, then guess what? You create the funnel with the freebie about content creation. But if you don't do this work, you are going to create the sales funnel and nobody will opt in. Nobody. So you're going to waste so much time on building that for zero conversion and zero results. So this work gives you also so many foundation to make sure that you sell more later on. So it's going to create, like my mentors say, a compound effect. And then boom, you're going to have that month that where your sales are booming and you will feel like, oh, what I have done. That's what you have done. Building relationship, planting seed. And then boom, you are going to have a funnel that is going to convert super well. You can do ads and it's amazing. But this work is necessary in order to have that. Because to be honest with you, ladies, I don't want to be on Instagram 24 hours. I am currently working on building all of this for our business expert academy. So I am completely out of Instagram and I will jump in sometimes, of course, but it's not going to be I'm not going to be there all the time. And that's what I want also for you, because who does have the time to be always on Instagram, always sending message to people, always doing story content, commenting? We don't have the time for that. And if you want to become a six-figure business owner, which is what we do at the Academy, we help women to become a six-figure businesswoman. You need to learn a business skill. You need to do this work. It's essential for the next step, because we can't build ads and funnel and anything if those foundations are not there. So please, today, my suggestion is starting this process every day. 20 people. I do this every day. I build a relationship with 10, 20 people every day. And then from there, I start sending free resources. I track everything. So please, again, buy my $7 webinar so you can take my lead tracker. And also you can learn how to get 5 per client this month, because I get it that you also need money right now and you probably don't have time to do all of this process for a long time because you need money now. So buy that webinar so you can make some cash this month, and done. And when you've done this process, you will understand so much about your customer as well and what they need, what they truly need. And then you can create the funnel and ads. So you don't need to do anything. The ads will do everything for you. And then they will go in the funnel. You have emails, people drop in, and the magic happens. So I hope this was helpful. Before we close the podcast, I just want to answer one question. The other one, maybe we're going to do it next week because it's going to be too long. One question that someone asked me after the other episode. So they say, Sarah, you shared about rejection, like how, the fact that someone doesn't want to work with us is not a rejection because they don't know us, so they cannot reject us. So she asked me, but what about when someone ghosting you? So they don't reply and they ghosting you. That's an amazing question. And I want to share with you what I do. So this is what I do. When I already did all this process and I already maybe did also the sales call, and they say, I will let you know. We're going to work on this as well in the next upcoming weeks. And I'm going to share with you some tricks about all of this that are going to help you to close more sales. But okay, let's pretend they say, I will let you know. Then you follow up after 4 days and they don't answer. So they don't give you a yes or a no. So what I do, I send this message. So probably some of you maybe received already this message from me. Hello, blah, 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 blah. How are you? I'm just following up because I would like to know if you want to moving forward, like if you would like to moving forward. If you have any question, if you want to know more, I'm here for you. We can do another call. I can reply to all your questions. But also, please, this is the key part. I would like to know if you don't want to moving forward. Can you please let me know? That's it. Very direct, because ladies, you are a businesswoman. So be a businesswoman. So if someone doesn't give you the answer and doesn't say to you, no, Sarah, sorry, I'm actually not interested, you gotta ask, because you want to close this loop, energetic loop, and keep this open, because this is not going to supporting you, because you keep thinking about this customer, oh, why they don't tell me anything? And you keep wasting your energy to this client that obviously is not the client for you right now. Maybe it will be in the future, but it is not right now. So there is no point for you to keep using your energy to chase and wait this customer. No, we don't do that. Remember, we don't chase. So we don't chase at all. So if they are not answering because maybe they don't have the courage to say no to you and they try to be polite, which can happen. I don't like it. I always say no to people when I'm not interested. I don't like to keep things open. To respect also their time. And that's what I do. I ask them, yes or no, very direct, very simple. No, Sarah, sorry, I'm not interested right now. Good, amazing. Thank you so much for letting me know. Next, who is the next name in the list? And this is the best way to close, what it's open. And we're also keeping you think about it, because you keep thinking about it, and that's not resourceful. And you can use your energy for someone else that maybe you haven't following up and they are ready to buy from you and they're just waiting you to text them. So it's very important to do that. I do this all the time with no fear at all, because I am a CEO, I am a businesswoman. So repeat after me. I am a businesswoman, I am a CEO, I am selling, and I am also very direct to people, and I tell them yes and no. I want to know because I need to find the people for my program. So if you're not interested, fantastic, but I need to move on. Very professional also. You will look also really professional, because you show people that you are a serious businesswoman, and like how important for you is to know the number of the people that you're working with and who is the right fit and who is not the right fit. So yes, that's my answer to the ghosting one. And please, if you have any question around sales, like this question, Sarah, but what about when someone ghosting you? I really would love to answer this question in the end of every episode. So please, if you have any type of question that you don't know how to do things in sales, please send me a DM on Instagram, like those couple of women did, and I will reply to those questions in the next episode. So I hope this was helpful, and I'm really, really looking forward to record the next one for next week, where I will share with you how do we sell when we ask out for a dinner to our prospects. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next episode.